Hello, quick vlog. So I ended up deleting the one that I posted yesterday, so I'm really sorry. Apparently there were some glitches and squeals and squeaks and all sorts in it. So proper apologies on that, sorry. I don't watch them before I post them because I'm sure if I did, I wouldn't post them. And I'm sorry if I look really like messy and stuff. I've been to the gym. Actually, it was nice. I went with my son. He can now actually go on the like cardio machines, and he can do a lot of the TRX and using his own body strength style workouts. The only thing was that, you know, I asked him what he wanted to go on, and he's like, oh, I want to go on the ski machine. So I tried that, and there was a treadmill next to us, so I went on the treadmill. 10 minutes later, he wanted to go something else. 10 minutes later, 10 minutes, he was bored. And in that 10 minutes is when I start get my, you know, mojo, you know, but never mind. Because I have to supervise him, I can't sort of leave him on his own. But yeah, so I've been to the gym. I was watching I's vlog actually while I was at the gym, and she was talking about exercise and everything. I am very much an exercise. I've realised over the last 4 years, one of the things that I've kept embedded in my life is exercise. I never used to before I lost the 80 odd pounds. And yeah, so I mean, back at 2011 in total I lost about 86 pounds. It got to my lowest, and I now don't allow myself to go 20 pounds above that. So I always stick to that, you know, 66 to 86 pound loss. So I have this 20 pound window that I play in. I never let myself go over that 20 pounds because that's just, it's like my set point now. And for me, if I put on probably more than 20 pounds, my clothes just don't fit. And I will not buy big clothes. It's one of my ways to stay within this limit. And yeah, I keep coming back on here and doing another round because I am, let's put it this way, I was fat for a reason. I am not a picky eater. I am vegetarian, but I'm not a picky eater. You don't, you don't get the size that I got to by being a picky eater. You just love everything, cheese, fats, fried, sugar, everything. So for me, it's exercise is key, and it's one of the things that keeps me going, keeps me sane. So I do, even while I'm around, I will still go to the gym. I don't do, so whereas a normal gym routine for me would be about 45 minutes to an hour, but I'm interval, what I'll do is I'll do a 1K sprint, and then I'll do some plyometric circuits. So I'll do like burpees, jumping jacks, and mountain climbers, and I'll go back into another 1K sprint. Whereas if I'm doing a round or something, then I end up just doing maybe 45 minutes on the cross trainer, not exerting. I'll try and get my heart rate up, but I'm not out of breath. I'm sweating, but not out of breath. And same with like the cardio. So I try and stick to more cardio, and I do stretches, and I still do a bit of core work. So I still always work on my abs and do, walking planks and things like that. But nothing, I don't do burpees as much because I just get very dizzy. And because that is quite a, more of a like a HIIT style training that I normally do, it's probably just a bit too much with the locales. So yeah, I do need to gym, and I'm usually like a 3 to 4 time a week gymmer normally. But when I'm on a fitness bug, I'm probably about 5-6 times a week. I am toying with the idea of giving up the gym in a few months because it's coming up for renewal, and I've been a gym member now for 3-4 years, and it is great, but since we moved house we're about another 10 minutes away, so now round trip is about 15-20 minutes. So in that half an hour I could just be out on the road, and I've got more confident being out on the road. And with the cycling that I did a few years ago, I quite enjoy cycling, so somewhere I'm going to be back on the bike. So for me, I don't know, I'm going to try and see what happens. Otherwise, 3 months later I can always go back to the gym, because I do it through work and it's through like Gymplex and things, so it works out a little bit cheaper, so I can always do that the following 3 months afterwards. So if I miss it too much, the only reason that I love the gym is the pool. We do swim a lot, the kids swim lots, I swim, steam, I love all that. So yeah, it's quite a boring vlog actually. In terms of weight, I had a little bit of a cheat last night. I was a bit peckish, and then I thought, oh, I'll have a few nuts. Well, in my book, I know that I can't have a few nuts, so I don't know why I bothered. That few nuts ended up being like a jar of pistachios, and some cashews as well. So yeah, this morning, needless to say, I was up a pound, 1.2 actually. And I know a lot of it was salt because like my rings were super tight, you know, they weren't spinning like they normally do. So I knew a lot of it was salt and water retention, but it was just, I don't know why I do it. It's like self-sabotage, isn't it? But yeah, but then because I had started with the nuts, I kept with the fats. So then I had a bit of cheese, and my husband lost a pound. I don't know how he did it. He ate more than me. He ate more cashews than me, and they're probably more in carbs than like pistachios are. And he had a lot more cheese than I did. But yeah, he still lost. Blokes, you know, it's rubbish really. Because every morning he'll always ask me, "And how'd you do?" And I'm like, "How'd you do?" And then he'll turn around and say, "Oh, I lost about 1.2, 1.4, 1.2." And he's like, "How'd you do?" And I'm like, "I'm down or up 0.2 or up a pound," or you know, and it's not the same. So it is hard, but on the other hand, it's nice having him on around with me because it just keeps. We both don't eat out. We both sort of stay at home. We both plan our meals. So that makes it easier. That definitely does. For how long I'm going to go, I don't know. I've kind of lost my mojo at the minute. I'm very much an all or nothing type of girl. And let's put it this way. I've cheated 4 times in this round. And that's unheard of for me. I hardly ever cheat. You know, I am very, you know, I'm very quite rigid, and you know, so, and when I do cheat, I'm one of those that, well, I can't just have a bite of a cookie. I need to have the whole cookie, or maybe 7. So I don't know. We're up for what, last injections over the next, what is it today? Vlcd 19. So was it 23 injections? So technically tomorrow could be my last injection because we did a 3-day load. But I don't know. I might keep going for the rest of the week. I did remix last night, so worst case scenario, I'll just freeze it. But I'm not sure what to do and what the next plan is. So I don't know. We'll see. And yeah, and it's only about 3 weeks before I go to India, so I've got to just make sure that I'm on the ball. You know, I just want to make sure I've got enough time to sort of stabilise a little bit before I go. But I think that's it. Right, it's already over 7 minutes and I've blabbed about nothing. But I'll check in again soon. Bye.